With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase.
In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4.
A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This is Swift on the counter.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Let's go. Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing Jones. And Hill with it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown! Michael Gallup with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
first carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. On second down, this is Harris.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Looking to throw. Huff. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Devin McCourty picks it off. 20! And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward. But they kick it here, and it's good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And now, Charles, this becomes a pretty important second drive for them. They're already down a pair of scores here in the first quarter.
As you noted, they're down 2 scores, and to me, they're down a possession or a service break if this were tennis, right? Because they just gave one up. Only their second drive now. Run their offense, try and get back into the game that way, and then look for some help from their defense.
Try to forget about that pick 6 last time out. To throw on second down. Huff. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
This defense for the Pats, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll
And he fires one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off.
And the Patriots will take over possession here up at the 44.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
A nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. On first down, Jones.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Throwing again on second down. Jones, and it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Jones on first down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun.
Jones. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
In most goal line situations, defensive tackles are just trying to hold the line, hold their ground, and let the other guys roam and make the play. But in this situation, he's able to push his way into the backfield and disrupt that play for a loss.
One more time with Swift. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach. And let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Christian Barmore drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Patriots take over. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Seibert's kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And
can't get away, and he's taken down. Chase Young. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw. Huff. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call through the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. The thing that they'll be looking... So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Huff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Jones going for it all. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Michael Gallup with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. A short kick taken at the 18, and able to get this out to the 25. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Chase Young able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. I believe they close down. They're going to take another look at this play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Looking to throw. Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a 2nd, but you're right, not to be. Again, he'll drop to throw. He is going to find Hill here. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining and not much time, we'll see how they play this. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So, all right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Huff. And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 and a gain of 2.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jags are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. They'll try and throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole as they'll remain down by a bundle. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play there for the Patriots.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. This will cost him 11 yards there on the 2nd and goal sack.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Back to throw. Jones. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Huff. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
They're going for it. This is Harris. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Off the play fake. Huff. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Offside, defense. Let me play, dog. Let me play.
Even with the good gain, I thought they might accept that one.
Yeah, you thought maybe they'd go with the downs as opposed to the yardage. So if you're taking the yardage now, second and less than 5, that tells me you feel good about how your offense is working.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 19. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. It's Harris, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
Looking to throw on second down. Huff. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this is secured by the Patriots. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Right back to Swift again on second down. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Jones throw there, caught by Gallup. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Jones now on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. There's a nice move. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand?
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. DeAndre Swift. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. On 1st and 10, Huff. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Off play action. Huff. That's complete. Bernard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And he rips that one incomplete there.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Off the play fake. Huff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Pats are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. Swift's got the first down and then some. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. On first down, Swift, and he'll get this up only to about the 33. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. On 2nd down, Swift, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for 1 more first down to help salt this one away. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the... And a big loss here as he's taken down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's